And welcome back. Where are we? We are in the Jungle of Illusion. And yes, from now on, all mana statues are kind of like that famous statue with no arms, but also lacking a head. On a side note, I caved. I put all my items into the storage and used the cheat to get weapon armor seeds, and I gave everybody their ultimate equipment. The ultimate equipment is good, is generally easy enough, if you will, to get it as you proceed in the game, especially late game. It is good to have them, but it's not necessary. One thing is, why did I put all my items into the storage before doing that? It's because I sort of noticed a glitch when I used the seeds cheats. The longer I used them, the more I noticed that eventually my inventory stuff disappeared. Which overall isn't bad for items that you can buy, you know, like walnuts, chocolate, round drops and everything. But it also took Chibico Hammer and Wind Drum as well as the Piara flute away from me, which is troublesome, so if you want to use them either early on or late in the game after you have put all your stuff into the storage. Also, my original plan was to start the video when I am at the Merge Palace, but this had to happen, so I decided, why not do it here? Why not start here and show the Jungle of Illusions? As far as I know, there is no NPC in Paydon somehow telling us that we have to do that, but then Jungle, Forest, Woods, Spirit, Dryad, it's kind of a no-brainer. And you probably just heard that it's a little chime similar to the little bell that you get in Terranigma, that if you go through the Stockholm Forest, it does a little chime if you're on the right path. And if you're on the wrong path, it's not gonna ring, but for us, if we go on the wrong path, it's gonna do a sort of meh sound. No, not explode! Ow. Yes, with the level up, well, one level up. I didn't really do much leveling because it's not all that necessary right now. We got some new skills. Kevin finally got the Moon Saber, his first skill. If he were a warrior monk, he would get the Leaf Saber, which, as I've said before, takes an MP away. The Moon Saber takes HP away. Cowley learned Black Curse. I forgot what exactly it does. I read it up recently, but I overall don't use it. And she now has one multi-target buff. The rest are gonna go, as far as I know, speed up, then mind up, and power up is the last multi-target to learn. And I think I have to go down? Yeah, because as said before a few times, I do not do the Kevin Cowley route very often, so I'm not very used to going through the Jungle of Illusions. Okay, I should be getting close now. Considering this looks like a very different... The hell was that? It looks like a very different area. Also 900 HP. XP. Also, maybe my earphones are set a bit low, but I can't hear any music right now. Or it's just a car outside being a bit loud. Doesn't it look adorable? Yeah, let's just stick to agility. By the way, certain skills have a sort of minimum of parameter that you need to gain certain skills. In Carly's case, she only gets Black Curse if her intelligence is at 18 minimum, which it is. Similarly, if she were an evil shaman, she wouldn't get Dark Saber unless her spirit was 18. In Hawk's case, his ninjutsu stuff, the skills he gets, require a certain amount of agility, so no need to increase his intelligence there or anything like that unless you want more NP. But overall, they each have their skill that you have to focus on. The Mana Stone of Darkness! I thought it was lost! But yes, this is a thing with the game. The Mana Stone of Darkness is always found in each route's semi-final area, if you will. For us, it's in the Jungle of Illusions. Hawk and Lisa, it's in an outside area of the Cave of Darkness, if that makes sense. Tabelfar. Sounds Swedish. And for Angela and Duan, it's in the Glass Desert. And you know what? Since there we go. Since you have that wonderful multi-target, why don't you use it? Also, yes, these guys like to use anti-magic, which takes away our buildup of the tech bar. And they also like to poison us. And that was Falling Star Lisa's level 3 tech as a Star Lancer. As said before, it's not a full screen attack, unfortunately, but the good thing is, or at least a cute little Easter egg, is that when she splits into 3 people, as you saw, there are 2 of her with purple hair and golden armor, which is her palette swap if she were to have become a Vanadis. But since I didn't pick that, it's just a cute little Easter egg for other people. Yeah, these guys can be slightly tough. I think Demon Breath is something that Carly can learn as a necromancer, from what I recall. You ate her? At least you spit her out pretty fast. Also, you can tell when you've defeated one of these guys because, as you can see, the face slowly goes gray. it can take a while, which is a bit annoying. Hmm? What? There's a third one! Yes, this is a third part and... yeah, this is where it can get slightly more difficult fighting these guys. I recently read a tip or something about this boss fight, something to do with the third head. Although from what I remember always doing is I focused on killing one of the other heads first, because if they're all awake... Did I get sabered on something? I don't think so. You know what? I'm just gonna put Moon Saber on myself, because why not? Yeah. This is why you shouldn't do it. Moon apparently doesn't do a lot of damage to darkness, so... I now shot myself in the knee a bit. But yes, most of the time I focus on killing one of the side heads first, because if they're all alive, they are capable of using Hellcross, which is a slightly annoying thing to do. Not as annoying as Death Spell, which does 999 damage, meaning insta-death. Although I have to say, if you play as Angela and you have her become a Rune Master, she gains this spell, which is quite cool. But it's, yeah, it's a really good spell, the Death Spell. And if you pick Angela down the dark route, Rune Master is generally the one that you kind of want to use because of said Death Spell and Stone Cloud and some other stuff. And it's even helpful later on, but wow, she actually survived with 1 HP? Well, okay, how about you heal us all then? Yeah, I don't really have to do the 2 spells to get the first one to get cast first, because she's actually pretty fast in terms of casting spells now. But yes, main thing here, when the third head appears, you generally want to focus on that once one of the side heads is dead. Because you don't want Hellcross to happen more than necessary. So I want to admit something. I am thinking of playing this game again immediately, or at least starting a new playthrough with a different party. Speaking of different party, I am gonna do a little video after the LP is done about the various party setups for anyone interested in how they might work out. Because, for example, just because you like putting certain characters into a party together doesn't necessarily mean that the party is going to be great. I mean, sure, every party can finish the game, as long as you at least semi-know what you're doing. But some are just a bit better, if you will. Also, die already. This background music is starting to be a bit annoying. Yay! Hmm? What is it, fairy? Oh no, the typical old cliché of doing something for the main villain, actually. Hmm? Hooray! We got speed up as a multi-target. Ah, fine. Also, yes, I kind of forgot that the Stone of Darkness is before the Mirage Palace. Ooh, something changed. Okay. Let's head to the Mirage Palace. Right is west, right? Well, I mean, left. You know, this side, right? Yeah, I'm not very good with directions. Oh, I got my first drop of a weapon armor seed. A legit one, I mean. Joy. Yeah, let's give you more spirit. She learns Darksaber. I thought only the evil shaman learns that. Oh, I guess it's important later. We should get to the palace in the next screen. Also, yes, it's possible to get 4-digit HP at this point if you fight the right kind of enemy type. Stop giving me those, I don't need them anymore. Oh. Deathjester? A second boss battle? Shoot! I should have ended the episode early. Also, this is Deathjester. He can be quite a boss. Copies, I don't remember if all 3 of them actually take damage, or if we once again only have to attack a certain one. Yes, this is a type of enemy where you kind of want spells, at least multi-target some of them, just to be on the safe side. But then I recall either myself or watching my brother play this game with Angela as a Rune Master and using the death spell on them. Which is pretty helpful because even on bosses it takes 999 HP away. Which is nice enough. But it also slightly cheapens them. Although it still can be pretty helpful for certain areas and certain bosses. Also, can anybody of the viewers see what's going on? I can't. I'm just pressing A all over in the hopes that I'm hitting something. Also, from what I remember, Deathjester does use Death Spell himself. Stun Wind can silence us, which is overall not that terrible considering it's not happening to Kali. There we go. Yeah, killing the copies gives us nothing. Anyway... here we are at the Mirage Palace, or Marriage Palace, whatever. We'll proceed through here and fight 3 old bosses powered up, so I will see you then!